Sal, what were you doing before you were doing rehab projects and being an investor?
So basically I did real estate for about 20 years. I got licensed in 2004, did a lot of retail real estate, representing buyers and sellers. About 2017, I decided to take a leap into flipping just because I had customers that were flipping properties. So I slowly started flipping properties and then made it full-time in 2019.
Awesome, great. And are you super happy that you went that route?
Absolutely, yeah. It's been the greatest thing I've done in real estate. I have a lot of time on my hands. I could manage my time a lot better than being directed by a lot of clients. Sometimes I work at 9 to 2, off weekends. So it's been, as far as my time goes, it's been great.
What is one of the properties that you would say that we've done together recently that was one of that's stands out?
So we've done quite a few lately, right? But one of the last ones we did probably a couple months ago was the one in the city of Norwalk.
Yeah.
That one stands out just because it was kind of a unique property. It's in a part of the city that the house is only 740 square feet, 2-bedroom, 1-bath on 2,500 square foot lot. Parking is terrible in that area. So a lot of investors are passing on it based on that. I looked a little bit deeper, knowing that a lot of people seem to like to live in Norwalk because it's real close to Los Angeles. We took the leap. It was kind of a last minute deal, so they wanted a quick close. I remember I reached out to you, saying, Jessica, you closes in 10 days. And you said, man, it's gonna be tough, but we're gonna do our best to do it. And you guys got it done.
Yeah.
We got that property, I think it was somewhere beginning of March. We were able to flip it in about 3.5 weeks. Exited in 9 weeks total, so it was a great deal.
Amazing. Norwalk, what was like the purchase? I mean, I know we did it together, but
Sure.
Purchase, rehab, what you felt it was going to sell for. Did it sell for that? Kind of like walk us through that,
Absolutely.
the numbers.
So one of the beauties about this property that I saw is a lot of things were already done to the house. One is it was a very small property. The windows were already in, so I didn't have to deal with windows. They had a new roof already, so I didn't have to deal with roof. So what I saw the vision there was like, I could turn this thing around with about $25,000 to $35,000, where usually I spend about $90,000 on a rehab. So I purchased property for $475,000. My budget on rehab was $35,000. That was complete remodel, restrooms, flooring, paint, kitchen remodel, some landscaping work.
Okay.
We ended up coming in shy of 35 at 28, so we beat budget by $7,000. My goal price point was $629,900. We put it on the market and we had an offer at $629,900.
Oh wow!
And so we ended up selling at full pop and ended up making like $75,000 on the deal.
It's amazing, and in and out fast.
And in and out 9 weeks total.
So for most of your projects, what makes you go to a hard money lender over a conventional?
Well, that's pretty easy. So hard money lending is very convenient on a flip and fix. Reason being is a lot of these houses that we purchase are in dire need of repairs.
Yeah.
So conventional lending is out the window. A lot of these sellers that sell their property for cash, they want to get in and out quick. Conventional lending could take up to 30 days financing. A lot of the homes won't be able to be financed based on their guidelines. So hard money lender is the only way to go.
Totally, in and out fast.
In and out.
Based on today's market, where are you finding your deals and where are you seeing like positives, negatives? Give us a little feedback on that.
So deals in the last couple of years have been a little tougher to come by, right? So the deals are a little slimmer, a little skinnier.
Okay.
Most of my deals currently are coming from wholesalers. So wholesalers, they go out there, they're advertising, we buy houses for cash, they spend a ton of money in marketing, they get people knocking on their door, they put houses under contract, then they call people like myself, an investor, to sell us the deals, and then we can turn around and resell the deal.
Awesome.
So currently, most of my deals were coming from wholesalers, and a lot of them come also from just personal contacts from real estate agents that I've done, known over the last 20 years that bring me deals before they go on the market and go off market.
Because you're becoming like more known because of your projects, I'm guessing, so they reach out to you.
Yeah, so they see my projects online on the MLS, and so I'll get people reaching out to me and say, hey, I saw you close this deal. Are you the investor on it? Yes, it's great. I have another property that's down the street. Would you like to take a look at it? And then we start building a relationship.
That's amazing. Has your strategy for finding homes changed at all because of obviously the market, rates? What's shifted on that?
So currently, let's say 3 or 4 years ago, I knew the market. I felt I knew the market pretty well. So if someone sent me a house, I could pretty much not even go look at it. I just take pictures and know the market, what's going to sell for in the area, do some quick comparables, not dive too deep into it and get it sold. Now what's changed is that houses are staying on the market longer, right? So now when I get a property given to me, I have to look deeper into not just on the comps of what properties are selling for, but I have to dive into days on market in that neighborhood. Look for concessions, any concessions were given in that neighborhood. I look for other flips in that area, and see what kind of flips are selling and what those are selling for.
Yeah.
So, we tend to sometimes overkill on a flip because we want to be the best one.
Yeah.
So we end up spending more money. So now I'm kind of retracted that and try to spend the money I need to spend to conform with what's already selling and not to try to overdo it.
If you were to meet someone that was doing their first flip, what would be the best advice that you would give them?
Well, there's a lot of things, right, that you want to tell them because there's so many things that we've gone through. But I would say that just from what I've seen, so some of these wholesalers, they advertise the homes and they'll have 20 people show up to a showing, right? Mm-hmm. And in these showings, you get to meet a lot of people. A lot of them are first-time flippers, and unfortunately, you stay in touch with some of them and they've lost some money on their first deal. I think they just get overly, excited about a deal and doing the first flip. My advice would be when you're out there looking at property, run your numbers yourself. Don't rely on what other people are telling you, the wholesaler or the agent telling you what the ARV is on the property, what the repair cost is going to be on the property, what you're going to resell the property. You have to align yourself with a good real estate agent that you could trust to do all this stuff for you, and make sure you have your own numbers and don't go off anybody else's numbers.
Do your own homework.
Absolutely. And the other thing is don't go off speculation on a resale. A lot of these first-time investors look at a property and say, if I do this and that, I probably get $20,000 above ask.
Yeah.
Don't go on speculation. Price conservatively. Price in holding costs of an extra 2 to 3 months of holding costs.
Yeah.
And if the deal works for you then go ahead and do the deal. But just be super conservative on your budget.
What surprised you and what makes you happy about working with American Heritage Lending and me personally over other lenders you've worked for?
Well, I would say that one of the big things obviously is communication, right? When we close these deals, we have to close the deals. There's a lot of reputation going on, a lot of people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
For example, people I buy the houses from, right? I have a whole reputation that I'm going to close the deal. So it's really important that I align myself with the proper lender that's going to help me close that deal and close it in a timely fashion. So far with you, it's been great because we communicate very well.
Yeah.
I can reach out to you anytime I want, you respond back, you get involved. If there's any obstacles that we find, I see you jumping through all the hoops to try to get them done and get the deals closed. So that, for me, has been great.